so high, and we've looked each day and night in the eye. And when the world is broken, hard and cold, and no one ever knows the reason why, for the ones we may become, for the battles we have won, for the day we reach the sun, gonna play it loud tonight. Come on! When you dream of a dream, and you live in the world, every hope is a hope for the best, and once you rest on my bones, and you're calling me now, and we'll see you all the time, should be out there living the life and not just watching. No, take me back before we all explode, before we turn to stone, before the night has gone. Take me back to where it all began, to where our memories grow, before they take us all. Tonight, come on, gotta live for these days. Tonight, tonight, we'll remember these days. What a day to believe in the night. What a day to belong to a face in the crowd and the beat of your heart. And I'm already in, and you're working it out, and you're holding us all in your hands. So what you waiting for? Take me back before we lose control, before the tables turn, before we break it all. Take me back to where it all began, to where our memories grow, before they take us all. Tonight, gotta live for these days. Tonight, we'll remember these days. So I can see the future coming to you, cry away the sadness in your eyes, and I can find her faith in days I've wasted, been around enough to feel alive. And when the world is broken, hard and cold, and no one ever knows the reason why, for the ones we may become, for the battles we have won, for the day we reach the sun, gonna play it loud tonight. Tonight, gotta live for these days. Tonight, remember these days. Tonight, gotta live for these days. Tonight, remember these days. Oh, 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 these days. Oh, 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 these days. Oh, 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 these days.
I'm taking you backstage. This is where it all happens, when all the people are out there wondering what's going on. We're back here running frantically with all the cast and dancers and everyone that's involved is back here.
Rehearsal started about 7 weeks ago. The actual plans for the tour started nearly a year ago, because the designs, the stage has to be built about 4 months before this time right now. A small cast, 27 characters and dancers, and 150 costumes in all.
And as you see, loads of outfits, loads of drums, loads of wigs, loads of headdresses, keyboards, guitar sections over here.
We've got 5 costume changes in this show, so it's pretty full on. You never get a break. There's never a point where you get a chance to have a look around and a bit of a daydream. You've got to be on it for 2 hours.
These are our spots here. This is mine. That's Mark's. Gary's. He's going to have loads of flowers like Elton John style.
I think Mark leads the creative process. He draws a lot, comes in with a lot of sketches. Of course, we all get our ideas in there. But I've got to say, Mark's come up with some amazing stuff for this tour, so we pay respect to him.
Started off on backs of paper, pencil drawings, really bad ones, going back and forth. And it's very colourful. We wanted something that was very colourful and positive. There's a lot of energy. We want the crowd to have a great night.
I think our audience, when they see Take That on their ticket, they have an expectation that's quite high. You know, a lot of them have been to our shows in the past and they realise that it's a big extravaganza, it's a spectacle. It's not just a few guys stood on stage playing instruments.
Yeah, it's a big show. There's 30 odd trucks on this tour, I think around 35 trucks. There's a crew of 214 people who are travelling with us.
Everything you see has a massive importance to the show. Every little nut and bolt. If someone was to pull one plug out, that would be it. That'd be the end of the show. If someone was to trip over a plug, the whole show would be finished.
If you've got a ticket for down here, stood down this bit here, you're going to have the best time, because you can see up here there's curtains hanging and they pull and they encase this whole section here, and there's a puppet show that happens on the stage. It's projected onto these gorgeous curtains. That's a beautiful section.
Kim Gavin, who's done all our other shows with us, helped us to put it together. He takes it out of your head and makes it real.
He really respects your fears, and I'm terrified of heights. And so this time he's only got me flying through the air on a bike.
You see there, the track that lifts the old bike up and it goes on a certain path around the arena. But what I have to do, I have to steer the bike in the direction of the way the crane's going. So that's a responsibility for me, as well as singing as well.
There's so many great bits in this show, so much to look forward to, but nothing for me quite beats that first 25 seconds when you come out the ground, the audience see you for the first time. But you know what, there's so many bits to look forward to.
I guess if I had to sort of sum it up into a few words, how would I do that? There's fire, there's octopuses, there's rain, it snows, the sun comes out, just about everything. It's like a normal day in Britain, I guess. British weather, all in one show.
Each day and night in the eye. Forget where you're coming from. Tell the story these days. I just need time. Take